Okay, so today we've been getting a ton of Daredevil Born Again set photos released to us, and it got me thinking, and I think I have a theory on how the whole show is gonna go. So we know Bullseye is making his return, and he's all healthy again, he got his spine fixed up, and he's obviously gonna go on a revenge trip trying to kill Daredevil and Kingpin. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna end up killing Karen. Now, this actually happened in the comics. Like, Bullseye is the guy who ends up killing Karen, and we know that Marvel Studios planned on killing Karen and Foggy off-screen, but now they changed everything, and it looks like it's going to happen on-screen. So, I think if they follow through with that murder of Karen, and Bullseye is the one to do it, I think it's comic accurate, it's going to be super heartfelt and emotional and sad. And I think they will recreate this shot of Karen's death from Daredevil #5 from 1999. Now, obviously, losing Karen is going to be super sad, and Matt's going to have a whole breakdown and everything, and who else is going to have a mental breakdown? Well, the guy who has a special connection with Karen, and that is Jon Bernthal's Punisher. This guy, if he finds out that Bullseye murdered Karen, this dude is going to come through New York City streets like a freaking bulldozer, trying to murder anyone connected with her murder, and he's especially going to want to go after Bullseye if he's the one who ends up killing her. Can you imagine an unhinged Punisher, like more unhinged than he already was in his show? This dude is going to be so mad, so pissed, he is going to want to murder Bullseye instantly. And we already know that Punisher is going to be in Daredevil Born Again, so I think this is a great way to bring him back into the mix and have him team up alongside Daredevil again. Okay, so right there, Bullseye gets his revenge on Daredevil by killing one of his closest friends and allies. Now he's going to want to go after Kingpin because Kingpin is the one who broke his back. Now, what if in the process of trying to kill the Kingpin, he accidentally or intentionally kills Vanessa? And Vanessa is going to be played by a new actress in Sandrine Holt. I don't really know the reason why they recast, maybe scheduling conflicts or something, but regardless, we know how much Big Willie cares about his Vanessa. And if she gets killed by Bullseye, this dude is gonna have a mental breakdown too. All the dudes are having mental breakdowns in this show, but just imagine him losing Vanessa. It is gonna be wild. And I think in retaliation, he is going to be the one to murder Bullseye, finish the job, because last time he only broke his back, but I think if he kills Vanessa, I think Kingpin is gonna finish the job this time. And that is going to set up Kingpin to be one of the most ruthless villains in the entire MCU, and everyone is saying that he's going to be like the street-level Thanos for the street-level Marvel heroes, and if you kill Vanessa, I think it sets him up perfectly. And maybe Punisher gets really pissed off at the Kingpin for basically taking away Bullseye's death away from him because he wanted to be the person to murder Wilson Bethel's Bullseye. So maybe Punisher gets really mad, starts attacking him, and if Kingpin is the mayor, that's going to make superheroes look really bad if Punisher is just beating up the mayor in broad daylight. Then Kingpin can use this as a public display for why superheroes are bad in New York City. He could say that his wife is now dead, and that he got beat up by Punisher, and that all these superheroes are just unhinged, uncontrolled, and just making a mess of his beloved city. And we know that Spider-Man 4 and Daredevil Born Again are building up to a basically live-action version of the Devil's Reign story where Kingpin outlaws all masked vigilantes in New York City. And I think if my theory becomes true, that it sets up the Devil's Reign story perfectly, because he's going to lose his wife, he's going to get beat up, his city is going to get demolished due to all the fighting, and, you know, if he just goes up in front of everyone and he's just like, "My wife Vanessa has been murdered. New York City is no longer safe. I will be outlawing all masked vigilantes from New York City." I know that was bad, but come on, it sets it up perfectly. He's gonna outlaw Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, whoever else, and then the story can continue on in Spider-Man 4 and be a Spider-Man and Daredevil team-up movie against the Kingpin. I think that would be awesome. Then maybe the post-credit scene could be Jon Bernthal's Punisher in prison, and then we have Contessa Valentina de Fontaine. I think that's her name. I didn't Google it before I made the video, but regardless, if she ends up popping up in the post-credit scene and recruiting Punisher to join the Thunderbolts, that would be amazing. I think Punisher would be a great addition to this pretty weak lineup in my opinion, and everyone loves Jon Bernthal, so you put him in this movie and you're automatically going to get more people excited about it.